Hello everyone, happy Monday. Owen Jennings here, spiritual guide. How are you all on this Monday the 9th of January, apparently known as Blue Monday, I think, but hopefully you're not feeling blue. So I'm here with your energies of the week, so that you have an idea of what the energies are like this week. That will allow you to navigate whatever transpires this week for you, because it may well be that the energies affect you in some way. They normally do, as of course we're all energetic beings in the beginning, first and foremost. So, how has the start of the new year been for you? Does it feel any different to you? I think it's probably a bit hard to say at the moment, but you know, 2023 promises to be a slightly softer year, with it being a universal year 7, which is all about really going with our intuition, slowing things down, going within, not so much rushing around. A lot of psychic and intuitive awareness coming in for everybody as well. It's the year to embrace your soul and what your soul is here to do. But this week, where are we? So we're the 9th of January. We've just had a full moon in Cancer on Friday, which was pretty big. And I think people are feeling that, especially if you are a water sign, especially if you're a Cancerian. Lots of emotion, but also, looking back at 2022 and, being grateful for it, but also saying a fond farewell to those things that you don't want to bring with you into 2023. And on Friday we did a full moon release in my free group, Authentically You. You could still benefit from that if you're not a group member, or if you haven't listened to that video yet. It's in the group. So if you're in the group and you haven't listened, please do. If you're not in the group and you want to listen, it's a full moon release and forgiveness meditation, then please request to join Authentically You. We're halfway in the Mercury Retrograde, which is good. I think Mercury retrograde goes direct next week. Not entirely, yes, the 18th. Yeah, I think it goes direct. This week we've got Mars going direct, which will be good as well. Good for communication, good for anything where you need a bit of Mars energy. And this week's very much about speaking from your heart. Speaking from your heart, I also feel there's a lot of emotion still kicking around this week. So it may well be the remnants of the full moon. I also feel we're not really properly starting 2023 until the 1st of February, which is symbolic. So January is really about getting your ducks in a row, getting your house in order, ready to start 2023 slightly differently. If that's what you need to do, of course, you might be perfectly happy as you are, which is great. And there's a super new moon coming up as well on the 21st, so that will have an impact too. So I do feel that some of us are just wanting to rush ahead and get on with the year, but are being pulled back and slowed down. Some of that will be to do with Mercury retrograde. Some of that will just be the energy of this year starting to kick in, which is to really focus on what you want to focus on and not get caught up in everything else, and to try and slow your mind down, which I know will be difficult for some of us. Okay, so let's I'm just going to go into the channeling now for you. So if you haven't seen me channel before, I do close my eyes, but I think most of you who watch probably have seen me before. So here we go. I'm just going to bring in my guides. Hello everyone, and Happy New Year to you there on Earth. We are here again very excitedly. We haven't been here for a few Mondays due to the holidays. So we are here to channel the energies as we see them from today until Sunday, the 15th, we believe, of January. So how are you? We hope that you are doing okay. We know January can seem like a month that goes on forever, and you're only really coming in now into the second week. But don't worry, okay? This year it feels especially slow because, as Alwyn's already said, you're in the middle of Mercury Retrograde, and that always slows everything down. But look at it as a time to reflect, to ponder, to review, to go within, to really connect with your soul. That is in fact what 2023 is all about, but particularly as we're leading up to Imbolic in February, it's a good time to really let go and take step forwards to really slow your mind so that you can connect with your heart more, so that you can connect with your intuition more. It's a very spiritual year coming up, so it's a good idea to be as tuned in as you possibly can be to yourself, to your heart, to your intuition, to your higher self, and even your guides, and really live purposefully. There is, as Alwyn said, some emotion still kicking around, maybe from the full moon, but generally January can be that sort of month. So it may well be that you're just feeling a bit like you want to get on, you want to go fast, but you're not able to. So you could be feeling frustrated. So again, the invitation this week is to slow yourself down, really take some time to maybe, finally say goodbye to some things. Maybe just seeing and reflecting on what your year in 2022 is like, what you learned from it, being grateful as well, because we're also feeling, some of you perhaps not seeing what you've got that's good. And we don't mean that in an awful way, but sometimes we can, as humans, you can get so caught up in what you don't have, you can get frustrated and annoyed. And actually, if you concentrate on what you do have, then you will see that your perception of how things are will change quite rapidly and positively as well. So just bear that in mind as well. Check in with yourself, check in with your emotions. You may well be dreaming a lot this week. Some of you have already been having, as Alwyn calls them, weird dreams. And they're just telling you something. What is it your subconscious wants you to know? Or maybe even your guides are trying to get your attention. So just allowing, stop fighting. You see, Owen's shoulders have even dropped as she channeled those words, stop fighting, because your soul knows what's best for you this week. It knows what's best for you every week, but especially this week. Being kind to yourself, rest if you're tired, noticing how you're feeling, very important, as we've just said. Don't worry if you can't get as far ahead as you would like to this week. Just spend some time meditating or get out in nature. Just, there's nothing you can really do about this energy apart from go with it. And it's giving you this time to reset and review so that you're ready in the coming weeks to go a little bit quicker if that's what you desire. All right. Mars goes direct this week as well, which will make a big difference to many of you too. And you're halfway through Mercury retrograde, so it's not long now before that starts to have less of an effect, but not for this week. All right, so lots of positive things going on too. So just really looking after yourself, going within, doing nice things for yourself. It can very much feel at this time of year we believe that, you know, it's like, okay, it's Groundhog Week, we're going again, all the festivities have finished, it's really back to work, back to school, etc. But, you know, before you get too caught up in that race, you know, just take some time if you can, even if it's just a few minutes each day. What can you do differently to lift your spirits, to really be positive and look at what is good in your life, and to, you know, look back on 2022, not just as to what you wish to let go of, but what do you want to have more of? Think of it that way as well. All right, so maybe a bit of a mixed week emotionally, but it's okay, it's all good. You're releasing, you're getting ready to move forward as the weeks get slightly easier. So we wish you well for this week, and we will be back next week. Okay, so I hope that helped. Oh, the other thing is, we've got our first Friday the 13th on Friday. Funny that. But it's a goddess day. It's a beautiful day. So there's a lot happening this week, subtly, but it is happening. So just take care of yourselves, okay? That's what we want to see. And, you know, if you are struggling, then you know where I am. Still got the spirit guide hotline. I can't speak. The spirit guide hotline, which is a good way of getting some of your questions answered. You send me your questions over Messenger or WhatsApp, and I verbally channel the answers or the guidance for you and send it to you via Messenger or WhatsApp. And then, of course, I have various intuitive guidance sessions and possibilities for you. I'm also working with the Akashic Records, so if there's anything you feel that you need to look at because you want to let go of it, or you want to, you know, in terms of patterns of behavior or situations that keep occurring, then let me know. We can have a chat about what's best for you. And soon I will be bringing my galactic healing forward. I've already finished my practice sessions, which have gone really well. So I'm just waiting to get my certificate, and then I'll be able to set that upon you as well as an offer. So take care, everyone. I do wish you a wonderful week, and I will see you soon.